innate immunity. We'll compare that to adaptive. Okay, so with innate immunity, this is the stuff that's non-specific. If you're foreign, it will attack you, doesn't matter who you are. With the adaptive immunity, this is specific immunity. Each different type of lymphocyte will only attack a specific type of pathogen. So we have to have billions and billions of different B cells and T cells so that each one can attack a specific antigen. Innate immunity, you are born with it. It's genetically determined, you have it when you're born. With adaptive immunity, it develops after you're exposed to a specific antigen or pathogen. So that's kind of the whole premise, by the way, of, I'll come back to that in a second. Forget I said anything. It develops after you're exposed to a specific type of pathogen. All right, with the innate immunity, we have no memory. So anytime you have any type of an infection, it's going to do the same thing each and every time. Same response. Whereas with adaptive immunity, you have memory. This is what I was going to say. If you think about like a flu vaccine, they're giving you a weak form of a specific flu virus. You're going to develop, your adaptive immune system will develop after exposure to that virus. Then if you really get infected with the virus, you have memory, you're going to get a much faster response the second time around. So let's put in here let's say second exposure to the same pathogen, you get a faster response. And with our no memory over here, we'll put same response each time. So the memory's kind of nice. Think about chicken pox. Have you guys had chicken pox? No, really? Good for you. Good for you. But they say, once you've gotten the chicken pox, you'll never get it again. That's because your adaptive immune system remembers that virus. And so if you come into contact with it again, you won't have symptoms because you'll have a really quick response to fight it off. Okay, what else was I going to say? Let's just do some examples. I'll do that in red. With our adaptive immune system, we're talking about B cells and T cells. With our innate immune system, there's lots of different things. Number one, I'm going to put on here NK cells, our other type of lymphocytes. But there's lots of different things like physical barriers, like the skin, mucus, tears, stuff like that is all innate or non-specific. There are certain chemicals or chemical mediators that are non-specific. I'm going to put in here something like histamine. I'll put in here cytokines, which is an anatomical term for chemicals. Now I'm just going to start listing stuff. You'll talk about this stuff in lecture, but right now I'm just going to list it under innate. So we have things called complement proteins. You'll talk about what they do in lecture, but they are non-specific or innate immunity. Interferons. They are non-specific, and you'll talk about what they do in lecture. I'm thinking What else do I want to put in here? Pyrogens, let's do that one. So that's our list of examples. So far so good? All right. We are rocking and rolling.